We have discussed about two different phenomena. One is antigenic shift and other is the antigenic drift. Antigenic shift, we have already seen that how the two different strains of the viruses will emerge into another new subtype of the viruses. Similarly, the antigenic drift can also lead towards new substrains. However, with the help of the antigenic drift, the changes in the new substrain will not be so much. We can see in detail. There will be minor change in the viral genes over time, and it will be known as the viral drift. Antigenic drift is a mechanism for the variation of the viruses that involves the accumulation of the mutations within those genes that code for antibody binding sites. So this is very important from this point of view, that antigenic drift is the accumulation of the mutations. Therefore, it will lead to if there is some new subtype of the virus or some new strains, there will be very few changes in its genome. So it may not lead towards the pandemics. The results in the new strain of virus particles cannot be inhibited as effectively by the antibodies that were originally targeted against the previous strains, making it easier for the virus to spread throughout the partially immune population. We have already studied the same phenomena as far as the antigenic shift is concerned. Similarly, the antigenic drift will also can give us the same results. Antigenic drift occurs both in the influenza A and influenza B viruses. We have already studied what is the antigenic drift. This schematic diagram, that is schematic photo, can tell you what is the antigenic drift. Here you can see these are again we taken the example of the avian influenza viruses. The pigs infected develop antibody in the strain H3N2, and then the population immunity exerts pressure for the heme agglutination to mutate. A new strains will be emerged here, because here you see two different flu viruses, and then but the host is the same, and here you can see the different strains which is containing the genetic material or the differences from the both of these. Individual develop the antibody to the new strains and then develop the antibodies against the new strains. So this will be called as the antigenic drift. The mutation of the antigenic drift are the small mutations, and it will cause the new strains. Here you can see another way, two different strains, and it will be, you can see the three strains, and it will give us the new strains which will be having the genetic material from all the three viruses which are just going to, and this is because of the small mutations. So this is also because of the reason of the point mutations. Small mutations are there. The change is the gradual, not like antigenic shift. It is just the gradual change. New strains will show the minor differences as compared to the antigenic shift, and no immune responses produced against the new strains. This phenomena is just similar to the antigenic shift, because the immune responses in the host cell will be produced with the just like the before we have the immune cells, we have the B cells, and the immune response will just produce for the memory cells because of the antigenic antigens which were already memorized by the immune system. So therefore this is the new response, and the antibodies will be produced, will be the new, and therefore the novel, and therefore the immune responses will not be produced, and similar phenomena will guide towards the vaccine failure.